Hey guys, I'm going to show you all 9 games of the coin series today. I'll be looking at each map. I'll be giving you a comment about the game, and hopefully you'll see it and enjoy it and see all the maps in the same video. The first game in the coin series is titled Untaken Abyss. It's set in Colombia in the 1990s and deals about the warlords, the drugs, the government, all that stuff. So let's have a look at the map and have a good look at the game. Here's the map. It's quite a large map actually. It's nice and colourful. As you can see, all the different fields and cities. Get a bit closer. There you go. All the coin series has the same mechanism. You have to control different areas on the map and you gain the points, and you have to get a certain amount of points and your side wins. There's usually 4 different sides. Also, all the games you can play solo because they have an AI bot that you control. Only trouble is sometimes it gets a bit difficult, but you can still play it on your own if you decide. It's difficult to get it all in one shot actually because it's quite large, the maps. But that's the first one. As you can see, it's nice and colourful. It's quite a good game actually, the first one. Simple enough, it's easy to play. So that's the first one. The second game in the series is called Cuba Libre. It's set in the late 50s, 1957 to 1958. First game was set in the 90s. This is set in the late 50s. And it's similar actually, about drugs and warlords, that sort of thing. But it's a simpler game, as you'll see when you have a look at the map. So if you're new to the coin series, you would actually be better starting with the second game than the first, because the second one's easier. So let's have a look at the map. Here's the map. As you can see, it's a lot smaller than the other one. I can almost get it in one shot. It's sort of like half the size. So that's good in a way, because that means you can... It's easier for your first coin game, because coin games are quite complicated at times. And this one would be ideal to start with. As you can see, there's not much land. It's sort of like a straight line in a way. So I'll get a bit closer up so you can have a good look. So it's still got cities. They're the round rings, the cities. Okay, it's still the same type of game, but it's a lot smaller. There's a lot less pieces. It's a lot tighter. And it's surprisingly a good game, this one. You know, it's tight. Any side can win. There's not much in it. And it's a perfect starting point. So that's the second map. I'll just show you some of the player aids that you get with all the games. So each side will get its own sheet of paper with all the commands it can do. So you can pick any of these, and the AI has its own card. So that's how you play. And you also get sort of like cards in the game that have historical events. So it's really good. You can learn a lot of history playing these type of games. So that's just that. A bit of contents. Right, back onto map 3. Game 3 is set in Afghanistan. This is a good one. So let's have a look at the map for it. There you see another big map once again. And this one looks really good. It's very dark looking. There's lots of sort of like mountains in this one. It's quite complicated, this one. Last time I played it, I found it difficult controlling the AI, because you have to do a flow chart and it can get quite complicated. So what I did is I played this one using each side just best move, so I could understand it better. So next time I play it, I should be able to use the AI flow chart and have no problems. But it is a good game, just a bit on the complicated side for solo players. It's quite good, nice map. A little bit closer up. See? It's a lot different to the other two. Okay, let's have a look at map 4. This is map 4, Fire in the Lake, about Vietnam. This one's regarded as the best in the series. I haven't played this one yet, so I'm really looking forward to it. It'll probably be the next one I'll play when I do a coin game. The cover looks great as well. It reminds us of that film Apocalypse Now. So let's have a look at the board. There's the map. Obviously it's all jungles and stuff. Few cities. Looks really fun, this one. As I say, it's regarded as the best. There's also an expansion coming out soon, so that'll be good. And I think there's a mini expansion coming out to do with the AI. It's going to be done with using cards or something like that. So a bit closer up. All maps are mounted. Mounted maps are better than paper maps. So this one will be an interesting game. So all the cities. So that's Fire in the Lake. Let's have a look at map 5. Liberty or Death, the American Insurrection. This is another highly regarded game in the series. Haven't played this one either. It's got a really nice cover on the box. So let's open it up and see what the map looks like. And here's the map. It's a beautiful map. This is probably the nicest looking map in the series of games. It's the American Civil War. Looks really good. I'll do a close up so you can see there. Things are clear. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yes, this one looks like it's going to be a really good game, this. I've heard there's a lot of sort of like combat in this one. Might be complicated, but it'll be worth it. That's that map. Let's see what map 6 looks like. Fallen Sky, another one I haven't played yet. This is right back in history. This is with Caesar. So it's interesting how this series of games can do different periods in history. It can be modern, it can be right back before Christ, any period. So anyway, let's have a look at the map. This one's another small map again, like Cuba Libre. It's with it being a small map, it might be a bit more simpler to play. It's got a little expansion that I've also got that allows you to play another faction. Looks really good. Yeah. Haven't heard much about this one, so I don't know if it's supposed to be one of the better ones or one of the worst ones. But it'll be interesting playing it. Nice colourful map. A bit closer up. All these games will have the same mechanics, with cards, with historical events. So that's Fallen Sky. Just 3 more to go. Colonial Twilight, the French-Algerian War, set in 1954 to 1962. This is 7. This is a war you don't hear much about. There's a film based on this war that's quite well known. I've forgotten the title, but I've played this game. It's a bit different to the other ones because this one's a 2-player, but you can play solo against the AI. But instead of there usually being 4 factions, there's only 2 in this one. So let's have a look at the map. Here's the map. We're back to big maps again. But like this, with this being just 2 factions, it's a bit more simpler. It's probably the best one for solo player because you've only got 1 faction to operate with and just another faction for the AI. So I've played this one. It's quite good. I like it. The map looks a bit similar to a distant plane with all the mountains and stuff. So a bit closer. Hope I'm not making anyone dizzy with my camera work. So that's that map. 2 more to go, folks. Pendragon, the fall of the Roman Britain. The fall of Roman Britain. Nice cover. We're back to historical period again. So let's have a look at the map again. And here's the map, and wow, it looks excellent. This is definitely one of the best maps. Obviously it's England. Probably biased because I'm British. It is a nice looking map, this one, seems to play and everything. This is, haven't been played this one yet, but this one could be possibly the best one. Some fire in the lake. Really looking forward to playing this one. Lovely map. There's roads. So the roads connecting to the cities. Looks great. So that's map 8. One more to go. The last one's Gandhi, set in 1917 and 1947. And this one's just hasn't been out very long. It's the most recent. Came out last year. And nice cover. This is a really unusual one to do. Gandhi. Haven't played it, but it will be one of the most original. Let's have a look at the board. Wow, this board's really good. So, I was surprised when I opened it. Looks excellent. One of the better ones. That'll be interesting. State of India. The whole section of the map, how to play. I think the AI in this game is done by cards instead of a flowchart, I think. So that'll be good. I think Gandhi's faction in this, I think they don't attack. So the fight of the ways politically. It'll be a good one, this one. Sequence of player. Yep. So that's it, folks. That's all 9 maps in one video. Hope you enjoyed it. There'll be 3 more coin games coming out shortly, because there's 3 on the P500 GMT website. What are they? The China War, People Power Set in the Philippines, and I think the next other ones, is it London Burning or something? London Bridges Burning or something like that. So there'll be 3 more. So when I get them, I'll be looking at those. Got them pre-ordered. Right, hope you enjoyed this. I don't know what video I'll be doing next. I might have a look at Arkham Horror, the 2nd edition, because that's my favourite game with all the expansions. But anyway, stay tuned, subscribe, see you soon, bye.